Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your old buddy Ryan here with my old buddy Hank The Wvrm and the rest of the horde, which I'm sure they're all around here somewhere. Anyways, coming at you via Shade Beast TV with another scene report on some of the shit that's happening down here in southern Arizona, Tucson specifically. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Get a Grip Running Out of Time 7-inch record release show that happened about a week ago on 4/20. Meant to kind of get to this video a little bit sooner, but then life happened, and so here we are a week later, and we're gonna make it happen, whatever. Anyways, Get a Grip, fucking awesome old school hardcore punk band from Tucson, Arizona, released their 7-inch record Running Out of Time last Saturday on 4/20, which is a date that has some kind of significance. I don't exactly remember. What that significance was, but it's neither here nor there. Get a Grip released their record at a show held at Wooden Tooth Records, which is an awesome locally owned independent record store here in Tucson, Arizona on 4th Avenue and 7th Street. They have been there for just over 4 years. They celebrated their 4th record store release day earlier this month. And the proprietors, Kellen and Jake, are some awesome guys. They've recently started to throw shows there. And I think the Get a Grip show was the first hardcore punk kind of event that happened there. I know the first show earlier in the year at that spot was Languish and Fucking Bound. Not quite a hardcore show. Still fucking awesome, but I digress. So that show last Saturday, Get a Grip was supported by Sex Prisoner from Tucson and Röntgen from Phoenix, Arizona. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Anyways, Röntgen, R-O with an umlaut, N-T-G-E-N, some really solid, filthy, awesome, D-beat, crust punk madness from Phoenix, Arizona. They opened the show, and I'm gonna let you check out a little bit of the Instagram footage I got of their performance right here, so peep that. Again, they're crazy, awesome. They opened the show beautifully. Like I said, this was the first really crazy, wild punk show that Wooden Tooth Records has hosted. I don't know if it's going to be the last, because shit got a little crazy that night, and it all started with Röntgen. Everybody was kind of chilling, enjoying the show, not sure what to do, wanting to respect the space, and then our old buddy Matt, one of the local promoters who's actually responsible for most of the hardcore shows that go on around here, decided to instigate some shit, started shoving motherfuckers around. Next thing you know, the mosh pit broke out. People were like, oh, we could do this here? Let's fucking, let's fucking go. And it was off from there. So, I mean, it was crazy. Some of that shit that was going on. I'm surprised people got away with it, honestly, because like I wouldn't have expected that to happen in a record store, but it was beautiful. It was awesome. I don't think anybody really got seriously hurt or anything. It's just, nice, healthy, violent, mayhem inflected fucking punk show. Though I did look over and see Kellen and Jake at a couple of points looking a little bit worried, but I think all's well that ended well. Nice solid walls, nice solid record bins. As far as I know, nothing got fucked up, and it was great. So anyways, Röntgen opened the show. You can find some of their material on BandCamp, rontgen.bandcamp.com. Next up on the lineup that night was the inimitable Sex Prisoner, who, if you fucking know anything about me, you know that I am insane for Sex Prisoner. They are one of my all-time favorite bands of any genre or time period. By and large, they are my favorite local band, my favorite hardcore band, my favorite whatever. Sex Prisoner are fucking great. They came onto the scene when they dropped a demo about 10 years ago, 2009, and it's just been wild from then. I mean, I think they deserve to be more well known, but as far as underground punk bands go, Sex Prisoner has got their name out there and are doing pretty well for themselves, so to speak. Anyways, Power Violence, Tucson Power Violence. They've got that demo that came out in 2009, followed up by a self-titled 7-inch the next year. State Property EP, another 7-inch a couple years after that. They had a full-length Tannhauser Gate that dropped in, I want to say, 2015 or 2016. A split that came out a couple years ago with Harm Done from France, who was recently here and absolutely killed a show. Sex Prisoner and Harm Done and some other acts at House of Bards. Anyways, I'll fucking start gushing about Sex Prisoner all day, and I mean, they're great. They killed the show that night. They kill every set that they do. Here's a little bit of the Instagram footage I got of them, and we'll take it from there.
We're delocated from Oro Valley in Oracle, Arizona.
So that was a little bit of Sex Prisoner. Videos really don't do that experience justice. I mean, all of these any band is something that you need to experience live, but a live Sex Prisoner experience is a unique thing in my opinion. Anyway, so that brings us to Get a Grip, the reason for the evening that night. Get a Grip is a killer hardcore punk band from here, Tucson, Arizona. As far as I know, they've been around since about 2015. That year they dropped a demo tape. Great old school hardcore, kind of, like New York hardcore, just that classic old school punk sound. I'm sorry, I'm not used to talking out loud this much. That mostly happens in here. Excuse me. I'd say they are. I mean, they've gotten around as far as touring. The name is out there. Get a Grip is poised to be another one of Tucson's really awesome, solid breakout acts that are recognized on more of a global level, and they absolutely deserve it because those guys are great. Just to Be Seen is a single that came out in I believe just a digital format in 2017. and is also one of the tracks on the Running Out of Time 7-inch EP that was released at the record release show last Saturday. 2018, Get a Grip released a self-titled cassette tape, 4 tracks on that, I think, and then now the Running Out of Time EP just released. You know, they killed their set at Wooden Tooth, which, I mean, there was a ton of people there, really well attended, all the key players and you know, usual faces that you see around the hardcore scene in Tucson and southern Arizona. Everybody came out. It was a great time. It was wild. Lois from Chaos Ladder, rest in peace, and also one of the proprietors of Tucson's new DIY underground music spot, Ward 6, which has had a phenomenal month since they've been open, putting on some killer shows, and just, you know, so much more in the chamber as far as that place goes. Anyway, Lois filmed the entire Get a Grip set, which is available on YouTube under the title Get a Grip 4/20 release. I'll also try and get a link to that video in the description of this video. Anyways, as far as Get a Grip goes, they're a 5-piece punk band. Gabe on vocals. Gabe's a friend of mine. He's a really solid dude. You know, one of the key players in the local scene, and one of the best drummers in the area, and, you know, beyond that, as far as I'm concerned. Dude is a fucking beast on the drums. He's the singer for Get a Grip, but he also Gabriel also drums for Crossfire, which is a politically charged hardcore punk band that is not to be missed, also from Tucson, as well as Earacre, which has members from Tucson and Phoenix, and is just nice, filthy, insane, grinding fucking headaches of death. Definitely check out Crossfire and Earacre. Cisco, who plays lead guitar and all those tasty licks in Get a Grip, is also a member of Crossfire on the bass. Ryan also plays guitar for Get a Grip. He didn't play the record release. I didn't ask any questions about that. Dude was in the pit ripping it up. As far as I know, he's still a member of the band. I'm just assuming for whatever reason he didn't play that night. I don't know what that reason is. It doesn't really matter. Alex is on bass guitar, and rounded out by Jacob on the drums. 5 insanely talented individuals. They blew through, I'd say, about a 20 to 30 minute set of songs from the Running Out of Time EP, which was just put out on Criminal Records, which is a Tucson imprint, and actually recorded a few years ago, recorded November 2016 at Homewrecker Studios by Ryan Bram, which is the dude who records anybody and everybody who wants to make a quality release for themselves in this area. Like, Homewrecker and Ryan is where you go. The art on this is by a dude named Gira Vega. Killer art. I don't remember if he also did the alternate EP release cover, but these things are totally cool. You can get this stuff on, I think you can order it via BandCamp, Big Cartel. Look up Get a Grip on Facebook. Look them up on Instagram at Get a Grip AZ. Same thing for Twitter at Get a Grip AZ. Just check this shit out, because I mean, these guys are the current and future of classic, you know, bone-shattering, riff-heavy, breakdown-heavy, face-melting, solo-inflected, energetic, amazing fucking hardcore punk rock and roll. And it's some shit that you need to hear. And I will leave you with a little bit of the footage I took of Get a Grip, but you should most definitely check out the high quality footage that Lois of Ward 6 took of that show. And with that, I am going to stop babbling and shut the fuck up and leave you to it. Until next time, thank you for watching.